Okay, so convention was so amazing. A lot of you were there, and Jeanette, Mandy, V, and Ella and Christina. We can't wait for you girls to be at the next one. It was just like it really fired up something in me. I think the biggest thing I saw was just the reach that we can do in the US, like the amount of space that we can take up here in the US. There aren't a lot of people, even in the US market, like the fact that we have the whole country, the English speaking part of the country that's just really at ground level. And I am very excited for what the consistency is going to bring to us. I don't know how many of you are in the runners chat, but even with the opportunity to sell products in person, someone sent in like $100 bill in the chat. They're like, got my first in-person sale from selling shakes, and it was just $100 bill. I'm like, wow, like I take care of like, tables at work to get that $100, and they just did it from home. Probably didn't have to, do much, but give them the information about what the shakes do. And it's just such a big opportunity that we have here to even do that, sell products in person, put up like a table at a booth, or even, inventory on TikTok shop. There's just a lot of opportunity that we have. And I know a lot of you want to run. Right now, especially after convention, emotions are high. We're very excited about the new products that are launching, the new countries. We have Ecuador, and I think they said all of Europe is going to be open to pharmacy. I have a call with a girl in Italy later today at 5 p.m. I'm asking everyone, I'm like, do you know people in Ecuador? Do you know anyone in Europe? Like, I'm really like not just using my own network, but tapping into the people that I know and what their network is. Like, I have people at work, even the guys. I'm like, hey, do you know anyone in Italy? Do you know anyone in Ecuador? I'm like really tapping in because from the 7 years that I've been in this industry, what has really helped me grow my team is tap rooting, not just working with my own network, but who. Like, let me go live on Ella's page and see who she knows so I can help her build her business. Let me go live on and Jeanette's page so the people that she knows can know my story and she can grow her business. Who at work, I know none of the people at work want to do this with me because they know me and they have this proximity and they think like I'm crazy and it's too good to be true, and they'll probably join me once I leave my job again. And then they'll see what it does. But let me see who they know while I'm here with them that might live in Italy, that might live in Spain. X, Y, and Z, right? So there's a lot of room for us to grow here with pharmacy, and we're here right now. And in like 5 years, we're gonna be like, thank God we joined pharmacy 5 years ago. But I know a lot of you do want to run, and that's gonna require a lot of actionable work that we're gonna have to take, and it's going to require accountability, not just from me, but from yourself and also from each other. So I wanted to make a smaller group chat with those of you that do want to run and do want to take this seriously. I'm looking for people that do want to go director or above by the end of the year. So I made a diamond team chat. That is my goal for the end of the year. And all of you can also make that your goal for the end of the year. I would love to run with all of you to diamond. We have a Maldives trip that we can earn when we reach diamond by December, and then we go to the Maldives in February. I just got Jesus bumps. I'm like, Maldives, like, and even when I say that, I'm like, can I do that? I'm like, yes, I can. I rebuke you, enemy. I can do that. I rebuke any spirit of just disbelief and doubt within all of us, because I'm not here to have realistic goals. I'm here to have crazy faith goals that when people look at it, they're like, that's just God. There's no other answer to that but God. And I want you guys to have that goal for yourself. I had a girl come up to me yesterday, and she's like, do you really think I can go director by the end of the year? Like, is that realistic? I'm like, if you want realistic goals, I'm not the mentor for you. Like, I don't do realistic. I do like, that's crazy. I'm scared to say it. Let's go and do it. So if you're thinking like, is that realistic? I want you to just take realistic out of your head. There's a goal. I mean, there's a book called, what is it? It's a John Maxwell book. It's like a small, like The Power of something. I'm gonna find it and send it to you guys, but it's a book on network marketing and how powerful network marketing is and how you can't have realistic goals. If you want to achieve anything worth talking about, you can't have something that's realistic. You need to have no, I think that's Ed Milet, Nikki. But I'm gonna find it and send it to you guys. Um, but if you want to do anything worth talking about, your goal better not be realistic. It better be something crazy. It better be something that scares you. It needs to be something that changes the way that you work, that changes the way that you show up, and really like ignite something in the people around you to be like, wow, can she do that? That's what they're gonna think first. And then when you do it, you're gonna inspire them. So having these big, crazy, audacious goals, it's something that's noble for the people that are around you. So this smaller chat, I sent it in the frontline chat. I do just ask for you to have 125 PV. I think that's the best way for me to know if you really like want to run towards this is to either make that sale, and we're going to talk about how to make those sales on this call, or to even just get the new products because you have to invest in your business
Mhm.
to for other people to want to invest in you. If you're not investing in your own business, people aren't going to invest in your business. You know, if you're talking about how great these products are and you don't have them, people aren't going to buy them from you. So that's all I ask is 125 PV. I just got a cat and I kind of forgot for a second and it just tapped me and I got a little scared. Um, but that small group chat, that's going to give us accountability, not just from me, but from yourself and from the people around you. So I just ask to, be vocal in that chat. I think it's very important that we celebrate one another, that we communicate in these chats so that you can be ready for your team when your team gets added in our big team chat. And if they don't see you talking in it, guess what? They're not going to talk in it. And I know you all want beauty influencers that are engaging, that are self efficient, that talk in chats. That is something that really gets them to even being plugged into the community, to want to be part of the community, to then hop on the trainings, to receive value that, I'm putting out there, that Issa's putting out there, that Bianca's putting out there. The only way that they're going to catch on and become self-efficient is if they see you also engaging and interacting. So again, my goal by the end of this year is to go diamond, and that is to have 12 legs. And there's title points in there. I'm going to write it all down. But I was scared a little bit to share like my goals with my team and with all of you because I was like, well, I can do it by myself. I don't need to share it with them. But one thing that I like that opened my eyes at convention is these big leaders, their team is wearing pins. Daniela for president, who else? Priscilla for president. I'm like, wow, they're like telling their team what their goals are. And I think what that showed me was it when you share your goals with your team, like go to your team and be like, hey, I'm going for golden by the end of the year and or whatever it is you're going for. I'm going for diamond, like whatever goal you want, maybe drop it in the chat. I want you all to share your goal in the chat of what you want to achieve by the end of the year, so that I'm going to read them out loud in a little bit. But when you share your goals with the people that you're working with, it's going to help them to dream bigger. It's going to help them to realize like what they can go for if you're also going for it with them. So don't be hesitant to share those goals with your people. When you decide to have big goals, that means that when I decide to go for diamond, that means all of you are gonna have the belief to go for diamond, right? So I need you guys, and your team needs you guys, and I think we're gonna do something really big together. So let me see. We have V going for golden, Mandy going for golden, and Jeanette going for platinum. Yes, we're gonna be on the floor together. Convention next year. Christina is going for golden. Ella's going for diamond. We don't have any more diamonds. Anyone want to go for boss? Can we? We have Nikki going for golden. We're gonna have a lot of you in Turkey. Rashe's going for golden. Kayla's going for golden. And I really want you guys to really like expand your mind, right? Because wherever your mind is, whenever you get asked, what's your goal? What are you going for? And I know we can have more diamonds. I know we can have presidents, right? Honestly, I should be going, we should all be going for president for these big goals because wherever our mind is, whenever you get asked, hey, what's your goal? What are you going for? That's your ceiling. That's like what you're going to achieve. That's what your team's gonna believe that they can achieve. So let's start there. If what you're working towards is a BI or a customer or 15% bonus level or a director, your mind isn't going to think past that. So sometimes, like, if I talk to people, like, I'm going for 15% bonus level. And I'm like, that's great, but don't you want your mind to go beyond the bonus levels? Like, we have a compensation plan that gives $500,000 when you hit a rank. Like, what, like that, we're sitting on a gold mine, but you're like, don't stop yourself from getting the gold. So your mind isn't going to think past, excuse me, whatever goal you've set for yourself. And the best thing about setting a goal for yourself is that you get to pick the goal that you set for yourself. So why not aim for, like, you can go to the Maldives. Everyone in this chat should be putting diamond in the chat at least, right? And then of course you're gonna get bronze. Of course you're gonna get golden. Of course you're gonna get platinum because you've set the ceiling so high that you're not gonna hit director and then stop. You're not gonna hit golden and then stop. You're not gonna hit platinum and then stop because you have set the ceiling so high that there's more that you're going for. So if you're not going for the big goals, how is your team gonna go for the big goals? It's gonna like setting the big goals that affects how you're going to show up and it affects, how inspired your own team is going to be when they come into this space. So when you think about your goals, that was the first thing that I thought about when I first started in this industry. I came into my first company and people would ask me what your goal is, and it's always been I'm going straight to the top. Like the other day, someone asked me, "Are you gonna be like, how long do you think you're gonna be at Eddie V's for?" I was like, "I'm gonna hit." Well, I was like, "They're like, is your goal to be at Eddie V's?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna hit the top of my pharmacy compensation plan, and you're gonna see me in that $1 million club." I was like, "That goal has never stopped. It just changed. The road just changed a little bit, and it's gonna be part of my story." I was like, "You're gonna watch me. I'm gonna hit the top of another company." My goal has always been I'm going straight to the top. I've done it before and I know I'm going to do it again. I don't know how it's going to happen. That's for God. The how is for God and the faith is for me, right? We need to leave the how to God and we need to take the faith of, I know it's for me. I know I'm going to do it. Like, and I know sometimes we're like, I'm just trying to figure out where God wants me. God already has you where He wants you. You just have to take the action. He gave you the shovel, you have to dig. So, the faith is for me. I know it's going to happen, and that's why I keep showing up. So, this is what makes me show up the way that I do. This is what makes me show up ready and running and consistent with energy and no burnout. I know I'm going for the top. I have the long-term vision. The long-term vision and the long-term belief, that's what gets you to show up, excuse me, day in and day out. So, I want us all to get a journal. I have my journal here from Wow. Mandy, I love you and Andy on our Mandy like was like, I got mine. It's right here. This is from a convention. It says Miami on it. It's super cute. So I'm like, this is gonna be my journal for the rest of the year. This is gonna be my pharmacy journal, and I want us all to really write it down. And it's important for us to write this stuff down, not just like in our on our digital, but like write it down pen to paper. There's something different about just writing it down. I know it sticks a lot more. So I'm gonna write down with you guys what our goal is. So my goal is I'm gonna write I am diamond, and I use these notebooks, and it works, you guys. Like I have done this for years, and every time I write it down, it becomes more of a reality. And when you write something down, it kind of tells your brain like, oh, like you believe that you can do this, right? I am diamond. Like you use these journals to write to yourself. I am diamond. I am a leader. I am a leader that my team respects. I am a leader that my team follows. I am going to the Maldives. Like speak to yourself through these journals. Like use it to write to yourself. So I highly recommend you get a journal. And we have to do the work. So, we write this stuff down to really remind ourselves what we're working towards, even if it's not your reality right now that that we're living. We remind ourselves not of our current circumstance, but the circumstance that we want to create for ourselves. So, what is the circumstance that you want to create for yourself? Where do you want to be when convention comes this time next year? So make sure you're reminding yourself daily in this book. You have your journal, you break down your goals into smaller goals, right? The only way to get to your goals is to plan your goals. So, like if you're going for diamond, golden is going to be your short-term goal. And that should be all of you. Honestly, like I believe in all of you to really go that big. If you're showing up right now on a Friday at 1 p.m., you got it in you, friends. You have it in you. You could be doing anything else on a Friday. You could be starting your weekend early. You could be laying out by the pool, but you care about your goals. So why not make them big goals, right? So your short goal would be golden, having 10,000 in team sales and two leaders at 5,000, right? Helping two people. Ella's like, what? And then you go to Turkey, right? So, like, and that trip was like an elite trip, you guys. So you help two people build a team with 5,000 in sales, and then you break that down. How can I help Ella help five people get 1,000 points? How can I help Anjanette help five people get 1,000 points? Right? Maybe that's helping Anjanette help five people hit 15%. Helping Ella help five people hit 15%. So when you break it down, it's gonna seem a lot more simple, but you have to break down these goals. So if I'm going for golden and I'm writing down Ella's name. And then I'm going to talk to Ella. Hey, who are five people that we can work with to help them sell 1,000 points? Get on a call with Anjanette. Hey, Anjanette, who are five people that we can help get 1,000 points? That's going to help them hit, you know, their director goal, and then that's going to help you hit golden, and then they're going to see how hard you're working. They're like, I'm going to golden with you, right? And they're going to see what you did with them, and then Anjanette's gonna get on a call with her two girls. It's gonna be duplicated. It's gonna trickle down, right? So write this stuff down and break it down to remind yourself of not your current circumstance, but the circumstance that you want to create. So you have your journal, you break down your goals into smaller goals, and that's like your big long-term goal of your vision of where you're going, but then you need to have your daily goals, right? So for me, if I'm about to go to work and I'm like, okay, I want a customer today. And I think right now we have such a big also opportunity to be the face of the products for pharmacy. There's not a lot of English speaking people that are sharing products. Can you guys agree with me? There's not a lot of English people sharing products here with pharmacy. Not a lot of English speaking, excuse me, people sharing makeup, doing get ready with me. It's like when I go and tap into the Latin market, so many Latin people, but I don't see a lot of pharmacy makeup. I don't see a lot of NutriPlus from English people. I'm always like sending the product content to Christy. I'm like, can you translate this for me? Because it's like Priscilla, Daniela, Gabby, it's all in Spanish. So we have such a big market. And right now I'm really going to focus on pushing products. I want to be the face of products, like the VFX Pro Foundation, the Infinity Lash Mascara. I have really good L-carnitine results. So I'm really gonna start pushing just product. So if my goal is, I need a customer and I want to get a customer today. What do I need to do to get a customer today? So number one, I'm gonna think, what do I need to sell? We can get a customer, but we need to ask ourselves, what are we going to sell to get the customer? We can't just say, I want a customer. Who can I get to be the customer? We have to ask ourselves, what are we going to sell to get the customer? So I want you all to become an expert at one thing. So for me, naturally, I realized that selling wellness is it's easy for me, it's convenient for me. I get up, I already make the drink before I go to Pilates. I come home, I love the recharge. I'm taking electrolytes. I love these, by the way, these tablets. I know some of you are like, I don't like them. I'm like, I love them. And like people have to buy two of them a month once they love them. I love them. The sambucas, I placed an order. I tried it at Christy's house. Delicious, right? But we can't just say it's delicious. We have to share why the product is good for the people. So I want you guys to pick one thing that you want to become an expert at. So again, for me naturally, I realized I really like to sell wellness, but I also I'm really good at sharing my lifestyle. So my like lifestyle with pharmacy. But mostly the wellness, that's going to be like the top thing. And of course, you're going to sprinkle in the other products that you naturally use. But I'm going to be intentional about sharing the wellness because I love it and I take it and I'm excited about it. So it's natural for me to share. You guys see me sharing glow drinks, L-carnitine, electrolytes. So I'm not just gonna make the content to show you, here's electrolytes. It tastes so good. Have a good day. Here's my electrolytes. I just wanted to tell you guys it tastes so good. I hope you have a good day. Bye. You know, that's not going to work. We have to make content on our feed that's going to be able to be reposted, reshared, and adds value. So whenever I make a reel or a post, I ask, is someone going to repost this? Is someone going to reshare this? Is someone going to DM this to their friend and be like, I need this. We need this. Right? So if you guys looked at my pinned post, I have a lot of L-carnitine reels. I actually need to go back and make more. But I would post things like, if you guys have trouble with bloating like me, I'm going to show you something that's going to change everything about all of these issues that you're having. And then I share my before and after, I share my results. I share what the L-carnitine does. This is going to burn your body fat and turn it into natural energy. This is what it's done for me. DM me LC to get the link, right? So if you guys don't know what to share, you just educate. So maybe you go on ChatGPT. What are the benefits of L-carnitine? You know, or maybe you go, what are the benefits of electrolytes? And then it gives you this long detailed thing, right? And now you're like, oh my gosh, what do I share out of that? I break it down. I'm like, can you give me a did you know script to share this on my Instagram story in less than a minute? You got to get detailed, right? So I got one for you guys before I got on this call. You can say, did you know these electrolytes, they give your body minerals that it needs to absorb water, fight fatigue, and recover faster. So if you're like me and you're in pain after you go to Pilates, these electrolytes, they help you recover a lot quicker. It's helped my endurance throughout my workouts. I used to go to Pilates and not even be able to finish the class. Now that I take electrolytes, I can get through the whole class and I feel so strong and I feel immediately so much hotter every time I leave. So maybe if you're in class and you can't complete the workouts, add these electrolytes to your workout. They give you hydration that actually works, right? Versus I'm drinking my electrolytes before Pilates. It tastes so good. You guys need it. You need to create content that adds value. So you need to create content that's gonna make someone say, wow, I need electrolytes. Or wow, like I need L-carnitine. Because they can drink anything that tastes good. This tastes good, and they're also gonna be hydrated correctly. Are you guys with me? Drop a one in the chat if you're with me. Perfect. I love you guys. Okay, so now you become an expert. You pick the products that you want to share, and you have one reel up. Okay, you have one reel up. It has 5 views, and no one commented on it. Drop a one if you've been there. Kat told me to make this content about aloe. I made a reel, and it has 5 likes. What's happening? You can't just see it for what it is. You have to see it for what it's going to be as it builds up, as you stay consistent. Tomorrow you show up, you make a post. The next day you do something different. We have to be repetitive with the same thing. I was on a one-on-one call with Mandy and I use this analogy and I use it a lot. But what keeps me consistent is I always think about an airplane. If you get on an airplane that goes up and then down, up and then down, up and then down, you're not going to want to get on that plane. You're going to want to throw up and you're going to say, get me off this plane and put me on a new plane that's going to go up and stay up and come down when it needs to come down. So we can't go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. We have to be consistent. So there's a quote that says, I don't fear the man that's practiced 10 kicks. I fear the man that's practiced one kick 10,000 times. We need to practice one thing 10,000 times. So, what does this mean? This means we're not to be creating all different kinds of content every single day because we think that what we're sharing isn't working. It means that it takes time for us to have credibility, sharing specific products, sharing specific things. Does that make sense? Drop a one if that makes sense. Okay. So if you're taking notes, write down what is my goal. I'm going to be diamond. What is your goal by next convention? What is your goal by next month? I'm going to be emerald. Like write down your goals. And then number two, what products do I really love and enjoy and can see myself creating content with them often because I take them? So for me, I know I'm going to take L-carnitine. I know I'm going to take aloe, my electrolytes, my vitamin C. And then after my workouts, I get ready. So I know I'm going to be making Get Ready with Me's, the foundation. I got a lot of the VFX Pro foundation, Infini, Joystick. Those are products I know I'm always going to use. And I love sharing the makeup because like it's an instant result. You know, like oh, I share wellness because like I love it and it's been months and I do have results after months. But if you're brand new and like you're not gonna show up, hey, I've been here a week. Look at how hot my body is from pharmacy. You've been here for a week. People are gonna be like, yeah, right, girl, you just got started. You just look like that. And even with the hair, you know. But with the makeup, like that's what really helped me build my credibility in the beginning because you put it on and you have instant results. You can do half your face with foundation. Ella sent me a like selfie. She's like doing a live review of these products, and her face was priceless. It was so cute. She's like, she's like, I'm having crashing out. Oh, it's so good. But you can literally like I can put on the blush stick and people can see the blush immediately, right? So I love sharing the makeup because of the instant results you can share, but like with no filter. Like people can't get to know you with a filtered personality. Does that make sense? Someone said that at convention. I was like, whew. Like people can't really know you with a filtered personality. They can't like, know, and trust you if you're filtering yourself, right? So, number one, write down your goal. Number two, what products do you really love and enjoy using and see yourself creating content with because you use them? Maybe it's makeup, maybe it's get ready with me. Drop a one if you love doing get ready with me's and you like talking to the camera. Maybe drop a two if you're a hair care girly and you're gonna record yourself doing oil treatments, washing out your hair. I know Katie's a hair care girly. Drop a three if you're a wellness girly. I know Kayla loves the wellness. She shares her aloe every day. Or maybe you're a lifestyle person like me. Like if you know you're gonna be good at sharing the places that you go out to eat, going to Pilates, like your whole day, right? And that takes a lot. You guys are like, Kat, how do you do it? I'm like, I just do it. So like know what you're going to share and what you're going to be known for. Whatever it is for you, we're gonna pick right now in this moment what we are going to be the person that we are known for. Alexis is so good at being the like girly princess, get ready with me girl. Like she's the makeup girl all the way. Like I already know. So really like she can do fashion, outfits, like the girly things, like get ready with me. Watch me get ready for Disney, right? There's just so much that like we can really like hone in on of who we are and letting people know who we are. So, whatever it is for you, we're gonna pick and we're gonna share this every day. Not all day, but every day on our stories every day. And then our feed. Maybe not every day on our feed, but like maybe you're gonna decide to do it 15 times this month. And sometimes when I talk to people and they're not where they want to be, I go to their page, they haven't posted in 5 days on their feed. They post every day on their story, but how can you get new people to your page if you're not posting to the new people and you're only posting to your current people? Your story is for the current people that follow you. Your feed is to get new people on your page, right? So if I don't show up to Eddie V's for 5 days, am I gonna make any tips? No. And the same thing goes for pharmacy. If you don't show up for 5 days on your feed, you're not going to make any sales. So remember, you're not posting for your current followers, you're posting for the people that are seeing you. So you have your call to action, you have your results, you start posting your results, and then when people go to your page, they're gonna know, oh, she sells this really good. She sells that shake that makes you lose weight or gain weight or whatever it is. Or she sells this drink that puts her in a really good mood before she goes to Pilates. They're gonna be like, I'm in bed, still in bed, and this girl's up getting ready for Pilates. She's in the best mood. I watch her every morning just wake up with happiness. Like, what is that drink that she's drinking? It gives her such good energy. And then you can start to measure. How many reels of my meal replacement shake did I make? How many conversations did it start? How many sales did it get me? Every time you make a post, you should measure. You cannot grow what you're not measuring. So you need to measure how many reels did I make of the aloe? How many reels did I make of L-carnitine? How many conversations did it start? And how many sales did it get me? So, for example, when I post my before and after reels with L-carnitine, I write comment me or DM me LC to get the link. And then I got a bunch of messages. You guys can go to the reel. I have so many comments. LC, 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 LC. And that allows me to start conversations this way of people that are interested. So now I have follow-ups to do. Hey, did you get the link to the L-carnitine that I sent you? Hey, our wellness is 20% off. It allows me to create conversations. So let's say I want to sell shakes, but I'm not sharing anything about the shakes. Am I going to sell shakes? No, it's common sense, right? I want to sell all this makeup, but I go to your page. I'm trying to look, what makeup does this girl sell? Does this girl sell anything? Right? People need to be able to go to your page and know that you're partnered with a beauty brand. And when you're consistent and when you're educating and you're demonstrating, they're able to go to your page and be like, "Oh, this girl's partnered with something. Let me see." Every time someone comes to your page, they're gonna ask themselves, if you are posting, who is this girl partnered with? Can I see myself doing this too? Let me message her and ask her what it is that she's doing. So when people come to me and they're like, I'm not selling anything, I ask, well, what product are you trying to sell? They're like, everything. So how do you make a sale? You make a sale by adding value on a specific product. And how do we do that? Not just by showcasing. This electrolytes are so good. We don't just showcase them. We make a sale by adding value on a specific product with repetition. So we don't just showcase, but we show our audience why they need it with repetition. Heavy on the repetition, bold, italicized, underlined repetition. So if you guys are with me, drop a one. I know I'm like going slow, but like this is a system and it's important. So while we're sharing these products and people come to our page, they're gonna know she's partnered with a brand, she's sharing these products. Do I see myself sharing these products? So you see now it's so important that we showcase products because people aren't just going to partner with you by sharing opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. They need to see the opportunity is sharing the products and that they want to come in and also share products. They can't join you if they don't know what you're doing. So when we share products, educate products, demonstrate products, we show that we are brand partners for these products. And then we're going to get brand partners that want to also share products. And that's going to equal sales and a team and Diamond and Maldives and Turkey and $500,000 bonus, $20,000 bonus, right? So sharing products is that first like work that we need to do and continue to do with repetition. So it's going to speak very loudly for you when you're sharing these products and you're an ambassador of the brand, not just the opportunity. So there's a big gap and market for sharing pharmacy products on socials that isn't being filled. So I'm gonna start sharing product reels. And like the 50% commission is what we need to tap into. If you're in a space where you're like, I don't have money for X, Y, and Z, you're sharing product, you can sell $200 and make $100 if deposited in 72 hours. But you need to be heavy on products, 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 products. And then they fall in love with the products, they adapt the products into their routine, and then they want to share products, and then you can get them as beauty influencers that will multiply and grow your team. So with recruitment, when it comes to building your team, from your customers, you can turn them into beauty influencers. So why not get the 50% commission first and then start enrolling people that already love the products, that aren't going to question selling the products because they've been using them, they have results, they've been talking about them. It's going to be better for your business in the long term. Ella purchased products from me last year when I first started this business, and she just joined and it's been a year, right? No, don't be sorry. She got the makeup bomb. She got a couple of products. I think she also got L-carnitine, right? So she could already know, okay, like I like the product. So people like don't be afraid to share products and start people off with products. You're gonna get paid more in the beginning to then build a sustainable team in the future. So when it comes to recruitment, I always see a big difference in my recruitment when I'm sharing my story versus when I don't. So naturally, my team grows when I share my story. Why? Because they're inspired. And you guys, you know my story. If you're here, you've been following, you joined probably because of my story. But I went from, living at home with my mom to driving like a 2001 Lexus ES 300 to really like creating $1 million company brand and organization, hitting the top rank, X, Y, and Z, seeing pharmacy, moving over here. And I've been to Turkey, I've earned the bonuses. I have the car bonus, and maybe your story's not there yet. A lot of people don't share their story because they're not at the bonuses, the cars, the trips yet. But that's not how I got to this point by sharing all of that. If you don't have a story like that yet, your content on recruitment needs to be on your current life. You need to be okay with getting vulnerable on your current life and what you're working towards. You need to have the confidence to share. I'm going for Turkey. I'm getting a car bonus. This company is going to give me a car bonus. If you're a mom, sharing I do it for them. You do the mom reels, whatever it is. Your caption is, I do this business for them. I do this business to be able to provide X, Y, and Z for them in the future. I want to be able to build a fund for my kids' college in the future with what pharmacy is doing for me. You need to have the confidence to share where you are and where it's going to take you. If you don't have the turkey reels, the car bonus, the, $40,000 with pharmacy, excuse me, yet you need to share where it's going to take you with confidence. Maybe you're in college and you're studying. I do this business so I don't have to clock in while I'm studying. I do this business so that I can be able to stay at home. Whatever it is that's happening in your life right now, that's what you need to share to attract people to you that want the same results that you're working towards. Share what you're working towards. Share Turkey, share Maldives, share car bonus, share the when I hit this rank, I'm gonna get $20,000. When I hit this rank, I'm gonna get $35,000. That's why you see me showing up the way I show up every day because this is what I'm working towards. And you guys are gonna see me continue to do it, and you're gonna see me reach it. And I'm not sharing this to brag. I'm sharing this because I want to bring more people with me. Share that. People don't know why you're posting this electrolytes every day. Why are you posting this vitamin C? Why is this vitamin C so much better than the vitamin C I can get at GNC? Because this vitamin C is going to help me get a $20,000 bonus and it helps me not get sick. I feel so much better. Does the vitamin C that you are taking give you the opportunity to make 50% commission, get a $1,000 bonus, $2,000, $4,000, take you to Turkey? No, but this vitamin C, it gives you vitality, and when you share it, you can also earn X, Y, and Z. So they need to know what it's going to do for you, what you're working towards, and when they relate to you, they're going to want to work towards it with you. Does that make sense? Drop a one if you're with me. So, what happens when we don't post anything on our feed? No one knows what we have to offer. No one knows that they can join our team. What happens when we overthink our content we're posting? It can't go viral. It can't be shared. We can't overthink our content. And I'm sure you all have hundreds of videos on your camera. Look at Mandy. She's like, we all have hundreds of videos on our camera roll that you can put a viral, any audio on and post it up. So write this down. I'm not overthinking my content. I'm not posting for my followers. I don't care if my followers think I'm annoying. I don't care if my coworkers think I'm cringe. I'm posting for the mom that has a 6-month-old at home that just dropped her baby off at daycare that doesn't know that she can earn 50% commission. Start this organization, build a business that lets her be at home with that 6-month-old and stay home. I know that's a lot to write down, sorry, but don't overthink your content. That's the biggest thing I want you to write down. Your impact that you want to make, it has to be greater than what you think about the people that are current, like, than what the people current that are around you think. Your impact that you want to make has to be greater than what you think about the people that are currently around you. If you care more about what Sally Sue at work thinks about you than the impact that you can make on the mom that wants to be home on her kids, there's something that we need to shift in your mindset. If Christy, my upline, thought more about what people in our previous company were going to think about her recruiting me than the impact that she knew she could make on me, If she cared more about what they thought than the impact that she could make on me, I wouldn't be here right now. So we have to think about the impact. We have to care more about the impact that we make than we care about what the people around us think about us. And then we just have to film and show up and do the work. Me and Mandy's like, so what's the biggest thing you think I should do right now? I was like, post. She's like, well, she's like, okay, but what's the biggest skill set you think I should work on? I was like, posting. I was like, just post, just put it out there, just post. And what takes me the most time is the conversations. Like I can film a reel, I can put it up. This is my electrolytes. This is what it does for me. DM me hydration to get your electrolytes. I can have that up in 5 minutes. But what takes me the most time is the conversations. The one-on-one conversations, treating the people right and making the sale, right? So we need to set time apart to have conversations with people so that your content has purpose, so that you're putting it out for a reason and you're not wasting your time. We have to set time apart to have conversations with people and enroll them. It does take time. So think about where in your day can you fit in that time? When are you most excited throughout your day? For me, it's after Pilates and I drink my energy drink and I'm ready to go around like 1:30, 2 p.m. Or when I get home after work, I'm like a night owl, my creativity, but I have to do some during the day because if you're only reaching out to people at 2 a.m., what business hours are you on? I hope you're reaching out to people on a different time zone. Maybe in Italy, they're awake at 5 p.m. But like your reach out should be done during business hours, like an appropriate time to reach out to people. And then when I get home from work, those are my follow-ups because usually people are responding to me when I'm at work, and then I get back to them when I get off of work. So if you spend an hour a day on conversations, you have 30 hours of conversations. If you spend an hour on content, you have 30 pieces of content, right? If V's over here spending an hour on content every day and Kat has one piece of content that she's been overthinking for 5 days, who has a better chance of having a conversation getting started? Kat or V? V. Right? So, okay, if you don't even have a TikTok, I want you to open up your TikTok, make an account, and start posting there. The algorithm doesn't matter. You can post about vitamin C, and then you can post about the vitamin C face serum. You can literally post anything, anytime, any day, anywhere. It doesn't matter on TikTok. And it boosts your algorithm to everybody and anybody. And then they can come to your Instagram. Ella's been heavy on TikTok Live. So share everywhere. And you know when people watch your content, they should look at it and be like, wow, she doesn't just love it a little bit, this girl loves it a lot. I want to buy it now. That needs to be going through people's head when they're watching your content. Wow, Rashay doesn't love this new business a little, she loves it a lot. I want to join her. She loves it this much. If she's talking about it this much, I need to know what it's about. So if you don't know what to post, educate. Look at the product, be like, "Ugh, I'm using this moisturizer right now, but I don't know what to say about it." You go on the pharmacy website, click on age reverses moisturizer. It's going to give you key ingredients. Then you go on ChatGPT. Why is this ingredient good for your skin? And then it's going to tell you, and then that's what you say about the moisturizer. I love this moisturizer because it does X, Y, and Z. It's gonna make me feel nice and smooth and tight and young. And if you guys are wondering why everyone thinks I'm 21 and I'm 31, it's because of this right here. If you want to look 21 too, this is what you need because of X, Y, and Z ingredient. So maybe I look 27, not 21. Sorry. Y'all are like, you do not look 21. Relax. But what the homework I'm gonna give you guys on this call, I want you all to record a story. Not even gonna make you do a reel, okay? Record a story and make me want to buy it. and then I'll give you constructive criticism on the story. Either, yeah, I would say this instead, I would use this lighting. This is going to be the best way for me to coach you, and for you to take action and help you get customers. So, constructive criticism is good. We rebuke the spirit of offense. Constructive criticism is good. So, I want you to film a story, share a product, and I'm going to look at it like any other viewer that you have on your Instagram story. Tag me in it so I can see it. You can hide. Like don't put my tag. Hide it so people know you're talking to them, not me. I don't want them to come to my page. I want them to DM you. But film a story, share a product. You all have 1 minute today. Don't like it's a 1 minute story. You don't have to do it right now in a minute, but we all have 1 minute. I did this yesterday with the Infinity Lash Mascara. I showcased the new brown mascara. And everyone asked me about my foundation. So I also talked about it was just so natural for me to be like, I really love this foundation. It gives me such a smooth, filtered look without the filter. Um, and then with the eyelashes, I was like, it has this orange peel extract that makes your lashes protected and healthy while they look nice and long. And I went and looked at, we have a product knowledge training in our boards that's really good. And I got that info from that. I kind of just scrolled through and I was like, where's the mascara? And then when they hit the mascara, I played it for 30 seconds and I listened to how Bianca shared it. But share it with intention. Right? I could, without the intention, I could have just been like, okay, here's the Infinity Lash Mascara. Look how good it is. You should buy it. But no, I was like, what is in this mascara that makes it good? Let me look at the product knowledge call. Let me listen to it for a second. Did it take me a little longer? Yes. Did it get me more conversations? Yes. So take the time to be intentional, film a story, share a product, make me want to buy it, and tag me so I can hear it out. And just don't stress. Don't stress. It's fine. Don't overthink it. I don't want you to record that 1 minute video for 20 minutes. Just put it up there. And this is gonna help me tell you how I would write it, what I would fix. So this is our first accountability challenge. I know you all want it, but now it comes the work to get it. So do it today. This is your homework for today. I know you have 1 minute today. Um, and moving forward, we're going to be moving forward with a lot of accountability if you join that Diamond WhatsApp chat. Lots of accountability, more frontline calls like this. And I want you all to just think when you get off this call, your the thought should be, what do I want to be known for in pharmacy? What am I going to be the brand girl for? So create your action plan for it. You wrote down your goal and you're writing down, what product do I want to be known for? What can I share that I love? Um, and just create your action plan for it. We're going to be the leaders that celebrate one another. Another thing that I want to ask of you guys is to help me respond in the WhatsApp chats to things. Like I'll be like, Roche hit 3% bonus level. And then I look at the amount of people that viewed the message versus the amount of people that responded. I'm like, come on, team. Let's celebrate one another. We all love you, Roche. Everyone's just in the shower when they saw that and couldn't respond. That's what I'm gonna go with. They were driving and couldn't respond, every single one of them. So let's all be a team that celebrates. If you want momentum, celebrate. I want you to think if you get a new BI and they hit 3% bonus level, how do you want people to congratulate your new BI, right? So let's be the leaders that celebrate and lead by example and create your action plan. Where do you want to be in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year from now? Dream big. Your dream is going to be the ceiling of your team's dream, right? So how do you want your team to dream? All right. Well, I cannot wait to see your stories. Sorry, this is long. I was like, I want to keep it to 30 minutes. Yeah, right. I love you guys. Keep your journals close to you. Keep it by your computer where you work so that like you can write things. Get a post-it note and put it on your laptop or your iPad.
The in morning. Oh,
I was like, what happened?
sorry. I'm actually just telling my man how easy it is to get to Turkey right now. So my bad. I didn't
No,
mean I
no,
was.
you're good. I was like For me to do anything we're talking about had to be $30,000 in sales. They're gonna give you an international luxury trip for $10,000 in sales. Yes.
Like, you guys, this is such, I don't know where everybody's story was. Sorry, I'm gonna say something really quick. I don't know where everybody came from or what your story or what your career path was before this, but the company that we were in was like, this is such a great opportunity, you guys. I am literally drooling at the mouth knowing how easy this is. So, I've only been here for like 2.5 weeks, you guys, and I have so much energy. So if anybody wants to run to Turkey with me, like we're not getting in a plane, we're sprinting there, okay? That's how bad I want this. You guys, this is such a great opportunity. I'm so stoked. Okay, bye.
No,
Sorry.
no, please. I need to go live with Ella ASAP. No, but that's the energy, you guys. That's the energy. And I want you guys to remember how you felt when you first joined too. Like carry that out. Don't forget like why you did this. Don't forget how you felt when you click join now. Like being consistent is having like remembering that feeling long after the feeling has left. That's gonna keep you going, right? So I love you guys. I cannot wait to continue to work with you all in these small groups. We're on jet skis to Turkey. Let's go. I'll see you guys on our team call. Thank you again for being on the call a little longer. You guys are really like the foundation of this team. So I love you guys so much. Let's share the next call with our teams. Mwah.